Dr. Purvesh sir on stage and elaborate about lifestyle, small changes, big impacts. And I request the chairperson to introduce the esteemed speaker.
Can I go ahead?
We have Dr. Purvesh with us, intensivist at Bhailal Hospital. Next three lectures are Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh of medicine. We are having interesting lectures, one from diabetology, one from lifestyle and another from cardiology. So to begin with, we have Dr. Purvesh with us. He is senior consultant at Bhailal Amin Hospital, graduate from Ahmedabad and postgraduate also from the same college. Also he is fellow in critical care medicine from Leelavati Hospital, Bombay. And his areas of interest include sepsis, antibiotics, mechanical ventilation, and definitely need of the hour, communication with relatives. Vast experience of 20 years. He is teacher and runs courses in critical care medicine and has various publications to his credit. Over to Dr. Purvesh.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction and invitation. And it is, very heartening to see such a large and enthusiastic audience on the Sunday morning. So without much ado, I'll move on. So I think for all of us, first thing we all need is good health. આપણે ગુજરાતીમાં કહીએ છીએ કે પહેલું સુખ તે જાતે નર્યા બરાબર ને સો એવરીબડી નીડ્સ ગુડ હેલ્થ જસ્ટ ફોર નોટ ફોર એનીથિંગ બટ એટલીસ્ટ અ ગુડ એન્જોયમેન્ટ ઇન ધ લાઈફ કે ખાવાનું આપણે સારું ખાવું છે ફરવું છે એવરીથિંગ ડિપેન્ડ્સ ઓન ધ ગુડ હેલ્થ એન્ડ હાઉ ગુડ હેલ્થ વી કેન અચીવ રાઈટ ડ્યુરિંગ ધ ટાઈમ્સ ઓફ કોવિડ વી વર બોમ્બાર્ડેડ વિથ ધ ક્વેશ્ચન્સ લાઈક કે હાઉ કેન આઈ ઇમ્પ્રૂવ માય ઇમ્યુનિટી હાઉ કેન આઈ સ્ટે અવે ફ્રોમ ધ કોવિડ એન્ડ અધર ક્રોનિક ડિસીઝીસ and probably improving immunity. I think I'll answer that questions during and at the end of my lecture, but most likely we did not have answers, right? આપણે બધાએ બધું આપ્યું, ઝીંક આપી દીધું, વિટામિન સી આપી દીધું ને આમળા ખવડાવી દીધા ને સૂંઠ ખવડાવી દીધી, પણ immunity, it doesn't depend only on that probably, but yes, what can lead to good health? We all know that what is the definition of good health. It is not just a physical well-being, it is mental, emotional well-being also, and absence of disease. So what is it? Like if I say absence of disease is 0, if you are healthy, if you are having a good health, that is plus, and if you are having disease, then it is minus. So absence of disease is not the good health, right? And there are many factors like genetics, environment and lifestyle which affects our health. Now genetics is not in our hands, we cannot change that, right? Environment, I think to control that pollution કેટલું કરવું કે બાજુમાં મારે સાયકલ ચલાવવા માટે વોકવેઝ જોઈએ, so it is not in the I think purview of or the realm of this audience or this hall. આપણા હાથમાં એ બધી વસ્તુઓ નથી. So what is in our hand? In our hand we can change our lifestyle, right? And believe me, all the lectures are for not for us, probably for the patients, but this lecture I think probably nahi, most certainly actually touches our lives, not only yours, mine also. So what lifestyle changes we can make to improve our health will be the crux of today's talk. And let's begin with this, that most of the doctors enter medicine to cure the disease, right? From the first MBBS to the final MBBS, MD or post-graduation or super specialization, what we are taught is most of the times, 90% of the time is how to cure the disease. Prevention probably is one of the subjects out of 16 subjects in the MBBS, right? So PSM also is a part, but it is one of the 16 subjects and we don't tend to concentrate much on that. But most of the patients, at least certain wise patients, not most in our country but world over, what they do, what do they need is that how to remain healthy and how not to contract disease at the first place. And that is in the stark contrast with our understanding or our interest, right? So most of the patients who come to your clinic will not come કે ભાઈ મને બ્લડ પ્રેશર ના થાય, ડાયાબિટીસ ના થાય, એના માટે હું શું કરું, બરાબર ને? પણ મારે આજે આ પ્રોબ્લેમ છે, આ પ્રોબ્લેમ છે, આ પ્રોબ્લેમ છે, અને વી આર નોટ actually overcoming that problem. Most of our OPDs are full with this. So preventive care involves various things. Today I am going to concentrate more on lifestyle changes, but immunization is one thing where there are certain diseases we have actually eradicated from the world, right? Smallpox is one example, polio is another example, at least we have eradicated now in India. Chemo prevention is like giving folic acid to prevent pregnant ladies, to prevent neural defects. But lifestyle changes, what are that? So mainly 5 lifestyle changes everybody talks about. We'll talk in little detail about that. So one is diet, healthy diet, then exercise, sleep, and then addictions like tobacco and alcohol to prevent that, right? What you need to do that, and everybody is clear by now that tobacco consumption in any form, whether is inhalation or oral chewing, is harmful, not in long run, in short run also, right? एक बार की पी लीधું, that is apart, but long run, short term, tobacco is harmful. Alcohol, યસ ઇટ ઇઝ ડિબેટેબલ. આપણી પાસે લોકો લખાઈ જાય છે કે મને કાર્ડિયક ડિસીઝ છે તો આલ્કોહોલ મારે પીવું જોઈએ, બટ ઇટ ઇઝ વેરી સ્પેસિફિક. 30 ml રેડ વાઇન thrice a week may be beneficial in patients who are having heart disease. So alcohol also is harmful, there is no doubt about that. I am going to talk about these 3 things: diet, exercise and sleep, how we can incorporate in our life, and what small changes we need to make in this part in our life to improve our health, right? So first goal of diet is to maintain the energy, right? And the next goal is health and disease free life. You can see the burden, total annual cost of poor diet related to various factors is at least $50 billion in USA. Indian data are still not there. And obesity related medical costs, so admission to the work life problems are to the tune of $150 billion per year. So it is very clear that we need to improve our diet. Obesity doesn't mean that you need to be overweight or obese. So obesity nowadays is defined as the BMI of more than 25. But if you are in the teens and you had the BMI of 18, 19, and by the time you reach 40, 50 and your BMI has increased to 25 or 26, you are not falling in the overweight or obese category, but still it increases your chances of contracting the lifestyle diseases. Lifestyle diseases means a non-communicable disease like diabetes, hypertension, coronary artery disease or cancer, right? So it is very important that we watch what we eat. We have to be very prudent about diet. So what are the impact factors? What affects our diet? First is taste preference, કે મને ગળ્યું બહુ ભાવે, મને બહુ તીખું ભાવે, all that is first thing. But what you need to watch is કે તીખું ગળ્યું નથી, એમાં શું content છે, that is very important. Cost and food availability, however hard we try, પણ આજના જમાનામાં if you ask a lower middle class person કે તું દિવસમાં 50% time fruit કે vegetable ખા, it is not going to happen because it is so costly, right? One apple costs around 50 rupees. Nobody, I mean in the lower middle class के worker class is going to afford that. Then there are certain religious and social norms, like if we would have been at home today morning, what we would eat? Rotli saag dal bhat, roti chapati dal chawal. What we'll eat today? Roti chapati dal chawal plus 3 starters plus some namkeen during the main course, then sweet, ice cream, and at the end of pan ke kahin. So what happens is not only we are increasing the consumption or calorie, but we are including some unhealthy stuff also. So these are certain things, and most important thing, not at least for us, but for young people and kids, is media and marketing forces. They are packaging and communicating unhealthy stuff in very smart way so that we consume it very rapidly in any large amounts, like sugary drinks or irritated drinks is packaged so fast, like butter and all, pizzas, burger, all that advertisement is so, we are so much bombarded with that we eat all this out of our ignorance, right? So then there are some marketing gimmicks Like these are the types of diets if you follow, then probably you will stay disease free. But mind you, these are the just names and there is no science behind that. High protein diet, low fat diet, low carb diet, anti-inflammatory, organic diet, Mediterranean even is not associated with long-term prevention of the diseases. So keto diet and all that, I think you need not meet dietitian for the name of certain diets. What you need to do is try to avoid certain kind of food stuff and try to include the healthy food stuff more, like fats which are not so good. So you see here we eat this daily: butter, ghee, cheese. Even coconut oil, which is considered healthy, is not healthy because it contains large amount of saturated fats. What you need to include is unsaturated fat, right? Poly or mono is immaterial. And trans fat, again, all the bakery items, even milkshakes, fried food, all this contains trans fats. So what you need to do is, I don't tell you that you avoid all this, but at least have it in moderation. Once or twice a month maximum you can have it, right? So try to avoid saturated and trans fat, and any packaged food nowadays you get has particular labeling about what kind of fat it contains, right? So butter tame lo ke cheese tame lo ke any cake, bakery item like cookies and all, if you buy that, try to have a look on the backside that what kind of fat I am consuming, what kind of carbohydrate even I am consuming, right? And unsaturated fats like in olive oil, canola, sunflower oil, corn oil, peanut oil is based, right? So that is again coming from the nuts and seeds, avocados, legumes. Wild rice again is very important. Wild rice is brown rice. White rice actually devoid of protein and minerals. Again, it has been told that eggs, fish, artificial sweeteners, sugary drinks, fruit juices, again these are the very important addition to our life. The artificial sweeteners like stevia or saccharin, all that thing are actually not shown any benefit even in the patients who are having diabetes. So it is not useful. Again, eggs, it is considered very healthy, but remember, not because of my religious preference, but it contains actually saturated fats and trans fats. So unhealthy and healthy fat, both it contains. You can very well relieve eggs from your duty of health by including more vegetables. Fish again is told that omega-3 fatty acid is very high in the fish oil, but harmful side effects like mercury over the chronic intake of fish also should be watched. So vegetarian food is actually based on various studies. I can put forward at least 25 studies which I have gone through, and it has suggested plant-based vegetarian diet is based in prevention of long-term problems like obesity, coronary artery disease, hypertension, type 2 diabetes and certain cancers, and based on all these all-cause mortalities also. So last slide on diet: avoid red meats, unhealthy fats, sugar, sodium and alcohol. So remember the whites: sugar, salt, even milk with high fat content you should be watching for, and greater intake of fruit, vegetables, nuts and whole grains. So these includes whole grains means wheat, not maida. Rice is brown rice, not our routine rice, and then jowar, bajri, corn, ragi, all that things are excellent. So almost 50% content of vegetables and fruits in every portion when you eat. So be it breakfast, lunch or dinner, you should include this, and all the times when you eat roti, chapati, you should use whole grains. So replace that, right? So ultimately the choice comes between this palatable and non-palatable, and there is a counterintuitive thing. તમે હંમેશા જોશો કે when જે વસ્તુઓ તમને બહુ ભાવે ને એ હેલ્ધી નથી હોતી, અને જે બહુ ના ભાવે ને એ જ હેલ્ધી હોય. તમને ફ્રૂટ્સ અને વેજીટેબલ્સ પર રાખવામાં આવે ને, યુ વિલ નોટ બી એબલ ટુ લીવ. કેક ને બિસ્કિટ ને પેસ્ટ્રીઝ ને પિઝાઝ ને ઓલ દેટ તમે જિંદગી આખી સવાર બપોર સાંજ ખાઈ શકો. સો અલ્ટિમેટલી આ બધી વસ્તુઓ સેલ્ફ control, but everything boils down to that, but with clear understanding that plant-based diet is the best, not only for our health but in general health. Carbon emissions ને આ બધું પણ એનાથી ઓછું થાય છે. So next is the physical activity. So what is the importance? The importance is આપણે routinely as a primary care physician don't screen patients for the physical activity or don't give advice on this, right? Stroke થઈ ગયો, okay. MI થઈ ગયો, okay. 6 week પછી તમે થોડુંક ચાલવાનું ચાલુ કરો. But before all these things happens, do we prescribe? No, largely not, right? We don't ask them to all this, to do all these things, right? But if you advise them, then probability of them contracting a disease is going very low. And sedentary lifestyle means any kind of activity, just walking in the home, doing daily chores and all. Actually, if it is not done, it is more harmful than smoking, alcohol, hypertension and diabetes. Right? So remember, આપણે અહીંયા બેઠા છે બધા, બરાબર છે? But if you sit for longer duration every day, it is more harmful than this addictions also, or having hypertension and diabetes. So what is the physical activity? It increases our energy expenditure and it helps by doing that. But exercise, what is the exercise and difference between physical activity? Exercise is plant structure and repetitive physical activity, right? So there are various types. Without getting into details about all this, you need to do the exercise. So aerobic exercise, strength exercise, balance exercise, mobility exercise, these are prescribed in various ways. And standard endurance training is walking, jogging. Traditional strength training is muscle training, and high intensity interval training is something when you don't have time, but 10 મિનિટ માટે તમારે એક્સરસાઇઝ કરવાની છે, so it will be just warm up and high intensity strength and jogging or running. So within 10-15 minutes you get the benefit of the long duration low intensity exercise. And then there are mixed strength and aerobic training. Yoga alone doesn't suffice. Yoga is just a dynamic flexibility training. You need to have aerobic or a strength training with that. And these are certain benefits of exercise like cardiovascular endurance, muscle strength, muscular endurance, mobility. Body composition also changes. Without losing weight, if you reduce the fat content of your body, again, a lot of diseases are prevented. And then agility, balance, coordination, power, reaction time, all these things also becomes better with the exercise. And if you see that when you become physically active, your risk of dying prematurely goes down, and exercise and smoking quitting also adds years to your life. If you combine exercise with cessation of smoking, at least you add 3 to 4 years of your life into that. So how do you do the exercise? This is very important slide you need to remember. Frequency, at least 3 to 4 days a week. But sometimes if you are not able to do, it has been described very well that even if you are having Saturday, Sunday off, if you do exercise 150 minutes in Saturday, Sunday, it is equally beneficial. But yes, you just need to build up slowly. પહેલા દિવસથી 150 મિનિટ એક્સરસાઇઝ કરી દો, then you become more prone to injury. So within say 2-3 months of time, you build up, you can do exercise on Saturday, Sunday only, and you will reap the similar amount of benefit, right? Intensity is moderate or greater. શાંતિથી લટાર મારવા નીકળી અને પાન ખાતા આવીએ, that is not the type of exercise we want, right?
2 minutes left, sir.
Yeah, I'll be completing that. And time, at least 150 minutes per day. Aerobic activity of choice, whatever you want to do, walk, run, jog, according to your body type and fitness, you can do. And stretching, warm up before and after exercise also helps. So it is very important to remember that when it comes to exercise, every minute counts. So how do you incorporate that into your lifestyle? કે મને સવારે અડધો કલાક, સાંજે બપોરે અડધો કલાક, પોણો કલાક ટાઈમ મળતો નથી. How can you do that? સવારે 5-7 મિનિટ, બપોરે 5-7 મિનિટ, સાંજે 5-7 મિનિટ, 10 મિનિટ, you can do that. I think it is not possible. આપણા ક્લિનિક પર જતા હોય, park your car 10 minutes away from your clinic and walk to the clinic. પાછા આવશો 20 મિનિટ થઈ જશે. And every day if you walk like that, 7 દિવસમાં 140 minutes. So I don't think it is very difficult. Have internet based applications or a group where actually you are encouraged to do the exercise. Last part of my talk is sleep. I don't think I need to elaborate much on that what are the positive effects and negative effects of the sleep, but we at least need 7 to 9 hours of sleep per day as an adult. And improve the sleep hygiene by not having cup of coffee at the night time, not doing the exercise just before the night time, otherwise sleep will be disturbed. Then blackout curtains, staying away from the screen like mobile, TV, even the e-books are actually going to affect your brain. So improve the sleep hygiene and take advice. Don't shy away from the taking advice if you are not able to sleep properly. So going to bed or going to sleep is difficult, or you wake up in the midnight, then you should take the advice. So sleep is a golden chain which ties health and our bodies together. So this is the thing that you need to do these three things better to prevent certain disease. Obviously, staying away from the addictions also is very good, but how can you improve the compliance? I leave you with one thing, that there is a story. Charak and his शिष्यas were sitting, and a general public was there. There was an assembly, and Charak has given a lecture like me કે તમે આ બધું કરો અને you stay away from the diseases. And he has given 5, 7, 10 advices કે આ બધું કરશો, you will never have to contact your family doctor. સભા વિખરાઈ ગઈ, અને then all the શિષ્યas came to Charak back and પછી સર તમે આ શું કરી દીધું? તો હવે આવું બધું જો લોકો ફોલો કરી દેશે તો આપણી પાસે કોણ આવશે? વોટ વિલ બી અવર ઇમ્પોર્ટન્સ? એટલે આજનું લેક્ચરનું કન્ક્લુઝન આ છે કે આ બધું આપણે ફોલો કરીએ અથવા આપણા પેશન્ટ્સને કહીએ તો પેશન્ટ્સ આપણી પાસે આવશે કે નહીં આવે? બધા ડિસીઝ પ્રિવેન્ટ થઈ જશે. ચરક ઇઝ ગિવન ધ રાઇટ વેરી સાયલેન્ટ આન્સર કે મેં બધું કીધું છે પણ ફોલો કરવાવાળા લોકો નહીં નીકળે. બરાબર? એટલે આ બધું કરવું પેશન્ટ્સ માટે પણ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે, આપણા માટે પણ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે. પણ એક વસ્તુ સમજી રાખવાનું કે આ કરીશું એટલે ડાયાબિટીસ 100% નહીં થાય, હાઇપરટેન્શન નહીં થાય, કોરોનાઇટિસ નહીં થાય, નહીં. ઇટ રિડ્યુસીસ યોર ચાન્સ. બરાબર છે? સિટીમાં ફ્લડ આવી જ જાય ગમે ત્યારે, એને પાણી કોઈ છોડી જ દે, COVID-19 આવી જ જાય, એ બધું થવાનું છે. બટ ઇફ યુ વોન્ટ ટુ બેલેન્સ યોર લાઈફ, વર્ક એન્ડ હેલ્થ, then you have to follow, you need to follow all these things, and there is no better way than to start having good diet and exercise. Thanks a lot for patience hearing.